Hello, can you hear me? Let me know in the chat. Oh, thanks for that, Alice. I certainly appreciate it. So we should be working. Can't remember what level we left out on the last time. Get a presentation menu. Was it flying battery zone? No, we got into press start. Oh, so we already activated the get busy command. Oh wait, don't kill me yet. I'm supposed to get somebody in the chat. Let me go find somebody. Call. There we go.
Wow.
Let me see. Billy Bob was supposed to get on the call with me, but I'm not sure what he's doing. I didn't give him a really specific time, so that might not happen. Oh no.
Hey, hold on. I just got back to my computer.
I'm already screwed.
Alright, hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. Ooh, how's it going?
Fine. Great to talk to you, so that way I'm not talking to myself the entire stream.
Yeah? Are you live right now?
Yeah, I'm live right now. I did tweet out a link, so hopefully people are joining. Yeah,
All right.
People already, which is good. But I know Garrulous is streaming, so that's like half of the audience gone.
Well, that's how it is sometimes, you know. Oh my goodness. If I get another one of these ads, God. I keep getting this one YouTube ad over and over again, and it is very annoying.
Oh, come on, Tails.
I can't. Now see what's going on. Many seconds late.
Ah. Oh no, Tails, I can just fly up. Thank you, whoever switched me to Tails. And there's Get Busy.
I don't think that the audience understands how difficult the inverted controls are.
It doesn't invert the controls, those are two different commands.
Ah. Oh yeah.
So I didn't loop them together.
Yeah, that's probably good. But for the whatever the inverted controls command, I don't think you all understand how like yeah, because you have to like press up to do a spin dash and you never know if they're inverted or not, and it's very disorienting, and I don't think that's conveyed through the video.
No, that's definitely not. They did invert my controls now.
Yeah.
Although that does make... I did increase the length like by 5 or 10 seconds because it was way too short, I thought. Because you didn't have enough time to get used to it before it switched back.
Yeah.
Now you kind of do.
Did you ever add back the color command for the custom hex value?
I was worried it was going to crash the game. I can add it back in. Because now there's a control panel that for some reason isn't open. So never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, but now when you start up, it'll actually bring up a couple of windows, one for YouTube and then one for your just command list, so you can turn them on and off from a little window.
Oh, that's good.
I like that Busy also changes the pitch of the music. It slows it down.
Oh yeah? Is there... or... isn't the only change about, like, the vapor mode or whatever that it just music like that?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So I was about to say there could be a command for that, but if that's basically it, then... Already easy.
Oh man, I got lucky with that. I landed on the light bulb.
Man, I've always thought it's weird how like those color jars and stuff went unused in Press Garden. Like, seeing all the like unused content and stuff makes, I don't know, makes me think the game was kind of rushed or something, because there's a lot of like the entire Studiopolis boss that went unused. I don't know.
It's because they used it in the demo.
What? That was in the demo?
That was in the demo that they showed the guy who runs Sonic in the film.
Serious?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like that.
what they demoed to him to pitch the game.
Oh,
The Studiopolis 2 and that boss.
That's, I mean, I knew Studiopolis, but I did not know that boss was used to pitch it. Wow, that is,
So they
the more do you know.
just moved Act 1 to Act 2, and then they made a new Act 1.
Yeah.
And then they gave it a new boss because that boss, I guess, didn't fit, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I see it. It is, like, not the
Oh, that's
most
horrible.
fun of things. Oh yeah, this boss is gonna be lots of fun.
Hey, Tetrabit Gaming. Oh no, everything's on.
Insta-death. I feel like maybe ring loss shouldn't kill you if you're at 0 rings, and it should just stop draining at 0.
Yeah, maybe. What I'm thinking of making it do too is throw out the rings that you lose, like you're just getting, like they're getting tossed out of you. That way you can collect them again if you have to.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I'm trying to think of what other like emote things you could spawn, like the whelp. Can't
The
really
problem
think
is
of anything
making
like
the
it though.
sprites. And then we're like limited on colors, so if I can use colors that are already in the game, then that helps, but...
Yeah. Man, Mighty really just makes this boss really easy.
Yep, and they switch me from and they know they want me to hurt.
I mean, that's how it is during these streams. They want you to hurt. I don't. Who's your favorite character in Mania, just in general?
I don't know, it's probably gotta be Tails.
I'm not fully decided. They're all pretty great. Like I like Mighty because I think the spikes thing's cool, but the hammer drop is kind of useless in a lot of situations, and also the spikes thing makes it kind of overpowered. So I don't know. I feel like Mighty is like super easy mode, but then I also like Tails because you can like fly. I don't know. I'm thinking about it way too much.
It's kind of
but
weird how Sega keeps doing that. Like, they keep giving their easiest characters like, abilities that make it easier.
yeah,
Yet people are going, like, new people are gonna play as Sonic anyway.
yeah. Although, drop dash, very cool.
And it seems
Gotta
like
say.
all the games that Sage this year have drop dash if they have Sonic, which is kind of weird too.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the drop dash in like games other than Mania, because if it doesn't feel right, like have you played after the sequel DX?
A little bit, not very much.
Okay. They added a drop dash in that, and it kinda sucks and doesn't feel right, and it's also like that in.
That's kind of the problem with all these fan game engines, is that they nail it like 90% of the way, but then that other 10% makes it feel really weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off ring loss, otherwise I'll never finish. Actually, I should do this on Discord. Because Discord has commands and it's instant. Set ring loss. There we go.
So, do you think the drop dash came from the people working on Forces or the people working on Mania first?
I think it came from Mania. Like, Christian Whitehead actually like said that he did it or something. There was an interview that says it was in Mania first. And then that was something that they brought back to Forces.
Yeah. I mean, that'd probably explain why it feels a lot better in Mania than in Forces.
Hey Tetrabit Gaming, do you want to join us on the voice call? I'd love to have you on if you're up for talking. using the chat spamming commands.
Yeah.
Just hit me up on Discord if you are, buddy. Oh man, we got 28 people messing me up.
It only really takes like 5 for there to be constant action. Because if there's even just like 5 people in chat using a bunch of commands, it's yeah. It can be destructive.
And here's the thing, this drunk cameras thing. This is just my first implementation. I was gonna make it really much more insane. Like right now it kind of just does like loop circles.
Yeah.
But it was gonna be all random and all over the damn place. It was insane. But I just decided to be lazy.
I kind of like how the circles look, honestly. I mean, it obviously isn't as like destructive as if it was just totally randomly moving around and stuff, but I think the circles and the like smoother movement makes it look nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way the movement was gonna be smooth, but at least this way it's not as bad.
Yeah. Is there any way you can just like lock the camera in a place?
Like lock it like up in the corner or something?
Like if there was a command to like lock the camera, but you could keep moving your character for like 5 or 10 seconds or something, so you like couldn't see where you were moving.
No, but maybe we could just like severely offset it.
Yeah, that'd be basically the same thing.
Because you know when you look like up and down the camera offsets,
Yeah.
it has an X and a Y position for that, and that's what we're using. So if I look up, it just doesn't do anything.
Mm.
Oh no, they inverted my controls again.
I think it's really cool how
Object to spawn. They're in every level.
I just find it interesting how with all of that, with all the like new stuff, it's just repurposing older things basically. That's as somebody who is.
Yes. Thank you whoever did that slap. That was. Oh no, I'm stuck.
Ooh.
I don't even know anyway.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be able to break through that, but I think I can't because I'm stuck as big.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Press Garden 2's layout's always been weird to me. Like, it's good at the start, but then near the end it just becomes these, like, large vertical shafts that are kind of confusing first couple times.
Oh, and rings despawn, or springs despawn a lot quicker now. They only stand
yeah, I
for
saw
like 3
that.
seconds now.
That's good. Then you
If
can't
you're
get,
not
like,
gonna hit him in the
trapped
first 3
for a long
seconds,
time.
you're not gonna hit him. Might do that with the ring boxes too, but at least the ring boxes you can break, or the Eggman boxes, you can hit and then get rid of them.
Is there a ring box command?
I could probably add one, but I don't see the point when you could do givering.
Well, givering only gives, like, 1, which is kind of insignificant. You could spam it, but then, like, YouTube or Twitch's spam filter would probably only really let you use it once every couple seconds. I don't know. Just a thought.
I mean, I could, it's just the same thing, it's just I gotta add the code.
Yeah.
The code already exists, and I somehow beat that.
Nice.
Okay, so it's still going with the dizzy. I was gonna let the cutscene play, so it would be amazing. Oh, did it crash? Oh, it crashed. That is not good. Where is this? Oh man, you guys really crashed it.
Crash count 1.
I don't even know what did it. I'm gonna have to go back and check the code or something.
Nice job, everybody. Good job.
What are we on anyway? Namara Saloon. You know, Stardust. Video ID. Okay, so all that should start coming up, and hopefully it doesn't crash again. Oh, there it goes. Good man, just spamming all those commands. I'm gonna pause it for a second and let it catch up. And there we go.
Nice.
Okay, now we should be good.
I
I don't know, maybe color was on, but somebody did a color command. Because that's the only one that really is buggy because I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Is Tetrabit Gaming still verified? Didn't YouTube like remove everybody's verification badge basically?
I don't think they did. I think they reversed course on that one because everybody got pissed off.
Oh really? That's nice. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a checkmark would. It's what they've been using, so they don't need to change it. But I do kind of like how the swoosh thing looked. They changed
it. He says. So Tetra, if you want to get in the chat or no?
When it's already verified, gets to keep it. I'm good.
Oh no. Ah, inverted controls.
Oh.
I'm like, why isn't it letting me out of here?
Yeah. Well, if they reverted that, I don't see how YouTube, like, abbreviating sub counts helps anybody, and there was more outcry against that.
Oh no,
makes me
that
mad.
almost killed me. I think they just wanted to stop the streams with, like, the PewDiePie versus T-Series thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I understand that, but also at the same time, it's not like it was that intrusive or anything. I feel
Well,
like
only that
there's...
than with like the James Charles thing, where you could see like him fall from grace. I guess they didn't
Yeah.
like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I get what they were trying to do, but there's probably better ways to do it.
Tetrabit, just DM me on Twitch, or not Twitch, Discord. And we can get in the chat and you can talk to us.
The new abbreviated sub counts suck.
He's like in chat. I mean, I don't mind talking to him. See if he can get on the mic, then that's not a problem. No! Oh man, I came close to hitting it. And then I hit it anyway because he couldn't break controls. Oh, he did DM me. Let me see. Oh, because streamer mode it did.
Yeah, I just have streamer mode disabled, honestly, because it just...
Oh. Hey, do you think you can invite Billy Bob to this call? I tried doing you the other way and it didn't work.
Sure. Do I have to add him as a friend first?
You might have to.
What was the username, sorry?
Huh?
What was the username?
Billy Bob. He's in my Discord. Are you in my Discord?
I am, yes.
I think he's in there under something.
Let's have a look. If you're still streaming, I'll just call you back when I figure it out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sounds
Or
good.
let me
Talking a bit.
talk to him and then he'll add you the right way.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm stupid. Let me get you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Create group view.
Hello.
There we go.
Howdy.
Oh, Ring killed me.
What's up, stream?
Yeah, I know the stream's lagging. My internet connection's not the best.
It was fine when I was watching it. I don't think it was super laggy or anything.
I don't know why Billy's DM now, but that doesn't make any sense. But maybe he just did himself.
Yeah, I had to mute for a sec. My
There we go.
dog was freaking me out.
Well, thanks for joining the stream, Tetrabit.
Yeah, no worries. Happy to be here.
And not being on Garrulous's stream.
I'm already procrastinating, so I can't stay too long, but hold the chat for a bit.
Oh, the ring command is on. Let me turn that off.
Oh man, Sage is today. Right. Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, Sage is going.
I watched the games introduction video or whatever it's called, and I don't know, it's like 75% not Sonic games, which there's no problem with it being other fan games. I think having a good place to showcase that is good, but it's not even a Sonic Games Expo anymore, basically. I think they should rebrand it.
Yeah. Well, there's people, like, there's things like with Stealth 2, he's advertising his new project, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
And then intends to go on Kickstarter with it. So obviously it's more than just, fan games now.
Yeah.
It's become a platform for promotion of new indie titles.
And I think a lot of the games on there are still technically Sonic-inspired, like Spark the Electric Jester, basically. That was a Sage game.
Yeah.
But then...
Sage like a fan game?
Yeah. It's the Sonic Amateur Games Expo. It was basically a Sonic Fan Games Expo, and it's like slowly evolved into more of a like actual games thing where people submit games they're working on, and a lot of them are still like Sonic inspired and stuff. But yeah,
it's slowly getting.
It's really cool that you were able to get this working on YouTube. Usually, like stuff like this never gets put past like.
The problem with YouTube is it has some major drawbacks.
Yeah.
Like, you need your own stream key, because the thing is, like, an hour's worth of streaming this can use all of the pulls that I can do from messages.
Okay.
It uses, like, that many. And because of that, I only pull messages every 10 seconds. So add that delay on top of the other delay that's already... So, I mean, like, best performance is probably Discord, because then you can run it in the bot, and then you can stream on Discord, and there's only like 3 seconds of lag there.
Right.
So things can really get messed up.
So are you saying there's a 10-second delay, or like it only picks a command every 10 seconds kind of
It
thing?
only pulls the message list every 10 seconds. But I have to pull the entire message list for 10 seconds. So once we pull the message list, then it parses it out, and then it goes, okay, I have 6 or 7 messages, say, that have commands.
Right.
So let me go ahead and take the time it's going to take until I pull again, divide that by how much time I have, and that's when it does the messages.
Oh, okay.
10 seconds, 10 commands, that's 1 command a second.
It's also cool you added those like the spray paints. It's pretty cool in this touch.
Yeah.
I tried to make him... What is happening? Like, I can't do anything.
Interesting.
I have no idea what was up with that. They blocked my pass.
The real question is, when are you adding Mixer support?
Mixer support, it should be easy to add, but nobody streams on Mixer.
I mean, okay, Mixer, like, as a platform, you know how it, like, used to be Beam? I don't know, I used to stream on there sometimes. It's an okay service, it just isn't, like, as well-known and stuff, you know?
Yeah. They're trying to... They got Ninja or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like with the whole Ninja thing, more people are gonna go, like, checking it out. So, I think if you are trying to start streaming...
I think here's the thing, right? If you're going to do this, you're probably related to Sonic in some way. Or you do Sonic-related content. I don't know anybody who actually live streams Sonic-related content for a living. I don't think that's a thing.
Probably just speedrunners, I assume.
Well, yeah, mostly speedrunners, maybe. But, you know, most of people who stream are streaming because they have an audience on YouTube or somewhere else.
Yeah, I suppose so. It would be kind of hard to build, like, a live stream based community around.
Oh, that was amazing.
Sonic.
Thank you, chat. They helped me get up there with
Nice.
springs. Oh man, this is getting really disorienting now that the get busy command is added.
How long does that last? Is it just like a 4-minute
It
effect
lasts
the whole while?
like 20 seconds, and then the
Okay.
cooldown is 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Although my math could be wrong, and the cooldown is like 1 minute, and the whole thing is 1 minute total.
It's so crazy when it
20 seconds
becomes
to
like a
try that.
giant sprite.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Mania is really hackable.
I assume the hitbox is the same. It's just.
Yeah, the hitbox is the same when it's really big like that.
Kind of going off what I was saying earlier about like using the rings for the HUD elements things. I think it's cool how you'd like do this scaling with the metallic madness scaling thing. I don't know. I find it cool how all the things are built off things that are already in the game, basically.
Well, Christian Whitehead made one hell of an engine, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I do wonder what he would think about this stuff that I'm doing with it right now. If he ever in his like wildest dreams thought, oh, somebody's gonna make a mod that's gonna let you do this on YouTube.
I mean, I think he has, at one point, he has to have looked into Mania mods, like, somewhat, right? Like, if I made a
Oh,
game...
I know he has for sure.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, right? When I did my cheat table, there was max control was one of the options, and flying supersonic was another option. Guess what codes come in Mania Plus?
Both of those were added.
Both of those were added, so I have to assume that he did that by looking at what I was coming out with.
I mean, yeah, probably. Did that, like, thing that, like, catches you by the foot and then springs you back up, did that get rid of your big thing, or did it just happen to expire at that
I
time?
think it happened to expire at that time. Oh no.
Yeah, this
they're-
should be
They're
interesting.
horrible.
Oh, they covered it. Nice.
Oh well, Tails can't die anyway.
This should be an interesting fight.
Especially
Man,
when I
the-
start going up and then they start doing the get dizzy command. That's gonna
Oh boy.
be really weird.
The final phase of the Metal Sonic fight before the Plus free update was so bad.
But people told me that they wanted it back, which I don't get. But
Yeah.
I mean, we can probably get it back, maybe. I don't know.
How did it change again? It's been a while since I did that
It
final
was
phase.
just Metal Sonic and then like a wall, and you would just move.
Oh,
Yeah. It was literally just like a giant spike wall, and Metal Sonic would like be running in front of you, and you have to hit him. Basically, that's it.
yeah.
They definitely were working on the like Metal Sonic Big Boy fight. I always forget if that's like Metal Sonic Kai or Neo Metal Sonic. I could get them mixed up.
It's Metal Sonic Kai, I think, is the red.
Yeah, and then Neo Metal Sonic's from Heroes, I believe.
Isn't it like Metal Emperor or something? Or is my opinion something totally different?
Well, that's also from Heroes. I'm pretty sure it has like different forms. I don't know. I've never actually played Heroes. But yeah, it was obviously like going to be made, and then they didn't have enough time to finish it, so they just made a spike wall. Added in later.
Oh no! Chibi is like perfect to get behind these Metal Sonics.
Oh, yeah, well.
And I can't spin dash because I keep pressing down when it's inverted.
This phase was also very annoying before Plus.
Yeah, I don't know. Did they change it too?
Yeah, they
yeah,
changed it
so-
so when you hit them, they bounces these orbs up. They didn't used to do that. You have to hit them
Yeah, it
directly.
used to be like you said it bounced in, right? It would just like bounce off of okay. I didn't even know they changed that. Interesting.
Well, you can still bounce them in. It's just my first time playing, I thought like when you had to like wait for them to jump and then you'd have to hit them into Metal Sonic because there was nothing indicating you could just spin dash into them and it'd go in perfectly.
Yeah.
So it took me a solid like 2 tries of getting a time over on this to finally get all of the hits.
Yeah, that's so much easier than the original version.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something I shouldn't be doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Just put a checkpoint down because I know they're gonna kill me here like a dozen times.
Isn't there a checkpoint right before this part anyways?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there I died.
Yeah, they definitely did make this part of the
Oh,
fight
and now I have no
harder with
rings.
the collapsing floor.
I did make a mod where it bounces you forward when you hit him, so I maybe should integrate that. Yep, they slapped me in there.
Yeah, that pit alone to the left makes this fight way harder than it originally was.
Yeah, especially if you fall through.
Yes, it's very, very easy to fall in.
No! I think I'm gonna have to skip this because there's no way I can... If I stay trying to do this forever, then I'm never gonna get past it.
Can't you just disable slap?
Yeah, I need to slap, that's for damn sure.
What does slap do? Does it just damage you?
It slaps you up in the air and then in the opposite direction of where your velocity is.
Oh.
Oh, and then it also applies the, like, oh, I got hit, sprite, and then does the sound if you got hit, so...
Hmm.
I almost went in there myself with that touch floppy. So,
Think
Tetra
below.
Bit, if there were any other games that you'd want this done to, what would they be?
I assume it's probably limited to Steam stuff.
Well, like any PC game, I guess.
And yeah, PC games.
Oh, that broke the cutscene.
Yeah, what is happening?
Oh, that looks weird underwater. I've never seen it underwater.
Well, I think Twitch vs. Garfield cart would be great, but
Okay, let me check my Steam libraries.
I'd love to do like Twitch versus Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, dude, yeah, I forgot it's on Steam.
I just have no
I would
idea
love to do
how
that
I
one.
would do stuff like spawn objects and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
have you ever like gone into SA2 modding?
No, not really. I'd have to pair
Well-
up with like main memory or somebody else.
Yeah, there's definitely already been like work done on it. Just have to like learn stuff.
Oh, carrots. Well, I guess it's good that I didn't attach the touch fuzzy, get busy commands together, because that would be horrible. It's way too overpowered.
Yeah, I think like in a Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, because they're both on Steam, and I think both of those could be pretty cool.
I'm just going through my Cuphead. Cuphead would be really cool too.
I'm not sure how well Cuphead would work out from a modding perspective, but
Sure.
like, what do you think? Like Switch power-ups or what?
Yeah, switch guns. I guess spawn in random enemies.
That's one thing I didn't want to do is add in enemy spawning, and then they killed me
Sure.
this time. I'm not sure.
Hat in Time would be cool.
Yeah. I love a Hat in Time.
Katamari Damacy.
Change your ball size.
Yeah. Just randomly teleport you a different size.
Is that on Steam?
Yeah, it released almost last year, like within last year.
I didn't know that.
Oh, the water physics just make this really horrible. Oh, no you don't. Like, I knew my controls changed.
Man, I'm looking through my Steam library, and there are a lot more VR titles than I remember buying. I love VR, it's great.
Oh man, what the hell happened there?
I don't know if it'd be possible. I'm not good at it, but like you could make like Puyo Puyo Tetris controlled by chat. Just give like
make
random,
it so that way
random
they can
pieces.
pick your colors. That's what I wanted to do for the. Oh no! I glitched it. It did the death glitch. That was what that was about.
Oh, that's why. Oh, because you went in the dying anime. Oh my god, that's great. So you went in the dying animation. It's awesome that happened accidentally.
Yeah, because when the death state gets cancelled, then it does something weird to the game. It's odd.
Yeah. It's a weird glitch.
It's a weird glitch that can happen in the actual game, which is even weirder. Oh no. I must have make that one.
Yeah, from watching this, it doesn't seem like the screen like flying around in circles would do much, but I'm sure playing it's a lot worse.
Yeah, it's a lot worse than it like looks. That is for damn sure. Oh great, I'm stuck.
It'd be funny if you did like a similar thing, but it just like shakes the screen violently for like 5 seconds.
Alright, we definitely could. But like, at a certain point it just seemed more annoying than actual,
Yeah.
you know, hurting you.
Yeah, I definitely play a Puyo Tetris thing like this where you
You got
can.
me stuck. You got me stuck, chat. Now what am I stuck on? Oh,
This looks weird with the pulls.
If you're giant and you use debug mode, if you drop an item, does that item remain large after the player switches back?
it doesn't change the size of the items.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could, that'd be really annoying, but
Yeah.
I can't see the real point in doing that. No! No! I just want to get past it at this point. I'm sorry, chat. I'm cheating. I'm cheating, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Debug mode every 5 seconds.
George Sands is spamming Tyson Hess Sonic. I don't know what that means.
Is that a hidden command? Kidding.
Maybe he thinks it is. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take the death this time because I screwed up.
You got Big to work. Are there any like other character mods you could integrate into
I was
this?
thinking of switching out Big for like Big Chungus. Because I wouldn't have to change like the command at all. It would just work.
Yeah.
But if I add any more, it seems like any other sprites I load, it wants to crash. Because you have to keep in mind that I'm loading all the chibi sprites too, all at the same time. And the game doesn't really seem to like it so much. So I can have Big, or I can have some other character, but other than that, it's not gonna let me keep doing them.
Could there be a command for like palette swaps, or is that not
Well,
something
that's
that
what the
can
color
be done on the fly?
swaps.
I meant for like the level art.
Oh, I mean, like maybe, but that's kind of a thing to do. Like, how would you define a palette swap?
I don't know, just like taking one of I don't know. Just throwing out
Follow
ideas.
me, people. No.
Big is as big as
I'm gonna move on to Act 2.
boxes.
I'm not gonna be able to get past this. Even with everything off, I don't think I'm gonna get past Act 1. I'm sure chat hates me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, Tetrabit. In the, Discord. Oh, no, never mind. That's not gonna work. Because they gave, admins access to the message command even when it's turned off.
Oh, okay.
And the message command is kind of nice, but obviously I can't leave it on because there's no filter.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, people be saying stuff like, I want mac and cheese and other bad things.
How dare they?
Yeah, like Sonic Mania 2, like even just like inverting controls or disabling like the guns for Tails or Eggman. Random stuff like that. Pretty cool.
Hopefully we can do that. There's hope. The sad part is there's a cheat table that's pretty good, but it doesn't work on Laser's cheat engine, which then makes it hard to deal with.
Yeah.
And I'm dead. I need to stay out of the water. If I fall in that bottom path, I'm done for.
Should add a command to play the donkey sound.
I could add commands for sounds. Sounds are easy, and I can add almost as many as I want, so what's possible? I just haven't really found any sounds that I want to just add to people to spam, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't want somebody just like spam me in chat, otherwise you'll get bored of it.
Spam gotta go fast and more Sonic memes.
Can never have too many rings. I love just the fact that they put a video game donkey soundbite without anybody noticing in the game, and then they later like were forced to remove it.
And here's the thing, they didn't even remove it.
They did.
They removed it, but then it didn't get. It got like repatched in.
Oh my god. Seriously?
Yeah, on the Switch version, it got removed, and then it was like still there in the next update they did.
That is great.
So it only like really got removed in Plus, but I don't even think it did. Like they did a really bad job at trying to remove it. Like they didn't remove the code, they just wrote a disabled port.
Hey, yeah.
Kind of sucks that Sega didn't let him keep it. I don't know why. I guess they don't like him.
Wow, Sega hates video game donkey confirmed.
Well, otherwise they would let him just have it, right? I mean, like, what harm does it do?
I mean, I feel like
if Donkey was okay with it, if he didn't go, Sega, this isn't right, I want it taken out. Although I don't think Donkey cares.
I mean, yeah, I think Donkey loved it, but like the thing is, associating yourself with like online creators can be a dangerous thing, because if Donkey randomly got in some controversy some years down the line, Sega probably wouldn't.
But they associate with Aaron Hansen, and people don't like him because he doesn't like Sonic. So I mean,
well, that is very true.
I mean, yeah, that is true, but
what was it for? Was that for Sonic or Team Sonic Racing, whatever?
It was, yeah, it was for a lot of things. But
it seems
Team
like
Sonic
Aaron
Racing
likes Sonic ironically.
I think
like he likes
Aaron,
it, but I mean, at the same time, he's not a huge hardcore fan, which is fine.
I think he's a Sonic fan. I think it's fine. I don't really see a problem with them partnering with him. It's just they make jokes about it, and a lot of people took it more serious than they probably intended. Yeah.
You got screwed. Got 31 people. And it seems to be working. Okay, just that one random crash.
Switch Tyson Hesse Sonic. That will not work, but good try.
Yes. Thank you, whoever typed bubble. Somebody's definitely helping out. Multimania Stream 1. This is Multimania, technically.
What does shove do? Is shove similar to slap? Just sideways?
Oh no. I screwed that up.
Shove like basically just gives you a really big boost of speed in whatever direction you're facing. I'm pretty sure slap like in the opposite direction.
Slap is in the opposite. Shove is like forward, like a boost.
Yeah.
And it doesn't shove you up, or at least shove doesn't. But slap does.
That spring looks very inconveniently placed.
Yep. The inspiration for slap is that there's a command in like Counter-Strike and those kind of games where you can actually slap the player and it does the same thing. So it's not like I came up with that.
First time I played Sonic 3, I thought that like getting grabbed by the hands was like a hazard. So I view that seems like a hazard.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm sure countless people ended up not getting past Carnival Night Act 2. I know even I had problems with that as a kid.
I knew how to get past the barrel before I played Sonic 3, so I'd like to say that I would have been able to figure it out, but I don't know if I would have, you know? Because I didn't play Sonic 3 until like after I knew about the barrel and everything.
Yeah, because I only knew by like going to a friend's house who had like the game beat, and I've been playing it for months. I'm like, I can't get past that damn barrel, and he showed me, and I felt so damn stupid.
Just, it doesn't seem like it caused that much of an issue, but like, I mean, if I was making a game, okay, you make the barrel go up and down, you press up and down, people will be able to figure that out, but like, I don't know, considering you don't really use up and down that much throughout the rest of the game.
Oh no, I should have went Super Sonic. Why did I go Super?
You should do Sonic R versus chat.
I should add a command for Super Sonic, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing that.
I love Sonic R.
Yeah, I'm going to go Super George Sans.
Like, honestly, Sonic R gets hate for, like, not controlling well. I think it's fine.
Yeah, once you learn... Wait, you're supposed to use the shoulder button?
Yeah.
Once you learn to do that, it's not as bad. I think some of the level design's pretty questionable, though, like the Aztec level or whatever.
What's it called?
Oh, it's a big mess.
I like it. I mean, it is kind of confusing because there's a lot of branching paths, but I think that, like, helps make it feel more unique and more like a Sonic game, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But I do see what you mean with like an actual racing game. It doesn't really make that much sense.
I mean, most of it doesn't. Like the fact that some characters can fly and like skip so many sections.
Yeah.
But I guess you have to like look at it in like a different lens than Mario Kart. Or...
I do want to try that Sonic Battle R. That's a fan game that's coming out in the expo.
Yeah, I want to try that too. I think that'd be a good stream game.
Is that what the sideways like fighting game?
No, that's Sonic
that one too,
Showdown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That one looks really cool too. I want to try that.
Sonic Battle R is racing, but it's in like 3D. Oh no!
It's like it's a multiplayer. It's like an online racing game basically for 3 Sonic levels.
Now biggest duck.
Too big.
Yeah, too big. It should die out in a couple seconds anyway. So I might as well just wait out. It sounds like my partner is getting hits. Oh no.
Oh.
They turned me... I came out of big and then they immediately turned me back into big, so...
It's been really cool seeing this mod come from like 4-6 commands to having all this cool stuff.
I don't even know how many commands I have. It's a lot now.
Yeah, there's like so many more commands than there used to be.
I don't know how many more I want to add still. I think I'm like maxing out where I could before I start messing more things up.
Is the message command disabled right now?
Yeah, it's disabled.
Makes sense.
Unless you're Supersonic or myself.
Alright, time to hack your account.
Yeah, I kind of want to say how that works, because if I say how that works, then people could try to circumvent it. Which would be bad. Oh no. You gotta turn off slap.
Oh yeah, slap on this stage. Oh man. This level will be interesting.
Well, at least now you have the message box, or the settings window, and I still died.
Oh yeah.
So you can just click it off, instead of typing it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna struggle with this level a bit, unless you like disable half the commands or something, because this looks pretty painful. Oh, the spring.
Why'd I run off? I didn't do that.
What? That's weird.
Tails just doesn't even want to fly the plane anymore.
Shove is still on. There we go. Oh no. There's no point of reference for anything. Yeah, Sonic needs to not pilot this plane drunk, but apparently...
Weird, even the cactuses are just freaking out.
No law against drinking while flying.
Alright, is it Hydrocity or Hydrocity? Important question.
I say Hydrocity.
Well, Hydrocity isn't a word.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I have to leave now, actually.
Alright, well, I'll see you later.
It's definitely Hydrocity, but
thanks for stopping in. We'll do another stream for you eventually.
No, I was just messing around.
Oh, with leaving? Or?
Like
yeah, I'm staying.
Dino City, not Dinosity.
It's like how in Megamind he says Metrocity.
Oh no! They shoved me off for the ring boxes.
This level looks like hell.
Well, especially with now the drunk camera, yeah.
Yeah.
Because now I have like no frame of reference for anything.
Aside from Billy and Gemma, who's on the stream, Tetra is here too. Tetra Bit Gaming.
That's me.
That's him.
Should probably go soon though. Gotta stop procrastinating and get to work.
So what are you working on then?
I have a challenge video that I need to edit in the next couple of hours.
Billy knows all about challenges.
Sadly.
It seems like half the videos you do now are challenge videos.
Me? I haven't done one in a long time.
Oh yeah, it's been a couple of weeks at least.
Yeah, I pretty much do one once per month.
I think the whole trend with that has kind of died down.
Yeah, it was really big towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
So they still do alright, at least on my channel.
What? Oh my god. You get shot in the air and then just to death.
That's a problem with those trends, like they become popular, then literally everyone does them and then they die out in a month.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with like the tier list, which I think is like a fantastic format. It's just people like run it to the ground.
Yeah.
Where even am I?
Tetra, do you wanna give us a leak of what the new video is gonna be? Ooh.
I'm playing a Mario game with a scuffed control setup.
Only on the Codename Gamer stream.
Yeah. Exclusive. World premiere.
Maybe you hook up the controller to frying pans, because frying pans are conductive, and then you use a metal spatula.
I honestly consider doing something really stupid like that, but it would just be such a hassle to set up. But I'm sure it'd be fun. Like, I thought about using lemons and stuff.
Well, they have a thing like I think it's like the Maki Maki or something, where it just comes with a bunch of alligator clips and it's made for doing that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Maybe next April Fool's Day. Super ridiculous.
Can you beat Mario Odyssey without turning on your Switch?
Oh, did you watch the new AVGN video?
I have not.
I was able to capture footage for that video.
Oh, nice.
Which is kind of nice.
I have never actually watched an AVGN video.
Really?
Yeah. I just never checked it out, I guess. I've been meaning to for a while now.
I was really into like circa 2011, 12. But yeah, I haven't really watched them. I'll watch them like once in a while, but I haven't really actually been watching.
God, yeah, like around that time or before that, okay, so you know like Super Mario Logan or whatever? He used to have this series, like the Stupid and Dumb Adventures of Mario and Luigi, and I used to watch that. It was stupid and I thought it was funny. It really wasn't that funny, but whatever. And then I find this guy like 5 years later, like, oh, Super Mario Logan, and like his voice sounds totally different at this point. And I found out it was the same person, and it was, yeah.
Puberty's
This guy that played, like, had the plush dolls and stuff, right?
Yeah. It used to be just like him and his friend just like throwing around plushes, and I thought that was entertaining. Now it's different.
I'm sure a lot of kids still do. There's a lot of channels that do that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing kids primarily watch.
Yeah.
No.
Alright guys, I'm gonna scoot out.
Alright, see you later, Tetrabit.
Have
See ya.
the rest of the stream. See you guys. See you, chat.
And then there were two.
How long have we been going for? Or have I been going for anyway?
Exactly an hour now.
Alright, so I think maybe I'll try to get past this and then go to Oil Ocean. But then stop after Oil Ocean, because I'm getting out of it. Where am I anyway? There we go. The opposite direction of where I always go.
Yeah, whenever you people like go through a level, they always have like their specific path, and then when you go off that path, you're like, ooh, I've never been in this part.
I'm pretty sure I've done all of it. It's just, especially when you're big and there's so much other stuff going on, like streaming or moderating.
Yeah.
It's always just hard to follow things.
Ooh, Knuckles spinning when he's big looks kind of funny.
Oh, I forgot to enable slap and shove, so let me do that. Slap, shove, and sprint.
Wish Mirage Saloon 2 was longer.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it wasn't like a minute 30-second level. But
Yeah. Because it's one of my favorite levels in the game. It's just so short. It's like they make all these like gimmicks, like the guns and stuff, and then they just
they only
it's
use
not
it
even
once.
really. Yeah, it's really not that used that much.
Well, I mean, they do it on port, but I mean,
Yeah. I
it
guess
doesn't really have the same feel to it.
Yeah, but I guess like the kind of like, oh, bam, here's a gimmick. All right, now it's gone. Next level. That I think that can kind of like work for the game, where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm just getting so many ideas thrown at me right now. It's like it's not like it lingers on one thing too much, you know.
Yeah, I
But
definitely
still.
think that Sonic, at least from Sonic 2, they went like each level needs a new gimmick, and then they just keep doing it that way. And
Yeah.
after a while, you run out of gimmicks.
I mean, going back to Sonic after the sequel again, I think that game does a really good job of having every level have its own thing, you know? Because some of the gimmicks are just crazy. Like in one level, it like you get like Kirby power-ups or something, and it's totally random and weird, and it changes like you get a beam attack or something. It's so cool though. Like it's totally different, and it's only around for like one level, maybe 2 acts. Oh man, you jumped over the...
I didn't jump in there.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure why it did that, though, so... I mean, ideally it shouldn't process any commands while I don't have input control, but sometimes it does.
Wow.
I also think I fixed the issues on... I think it was Studiopolis 2 and those other levels where it would just break like on those transport tubes.
Yeah.
So hopefully that works fine now, although I didn't test it. But yeah, I think I'm basically ready for a Sage release at this point.
For this mod?
Yeah, that's why, or not, yeah, not Sage, the hacking contest. So I figure there's gonna be a lot of people streaming that week.
Yeah,
so
that is a good idea.
Having them have a mod where people can interact with them isn't a bad thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess a lot of the entries to Sage this year seem kind of underwhelming. Like there's Sonic Battle R, Sonic Showdown, and then the game that Simon is making, Stealth, and that's about it. That seemed interesting to me, honestly. Like there were
nothing that really caught my eye either.
There were a couple 3D Sonic fan games that looked kind of alright, but there's just so many at this point that like I don't know.
Well, there was that when I looked at the Sonic 1.
Yeah, in Unity.
The one in
Can't
Unity.
believe it's not Sonic 1.
Which is like almost there, but then it still feels off. And I'm not exactly sure why.
Well, I think the concept of making like a 2D Unity Sonic engine and just remaking it just because like why not is alright, but
well,
and
here's
so
the thing
I think
too,
it's
is that they're not the first ones, and they're definitely not the last, because somebody was going to enter in to the hacking contest with one that was Sonic 2. Like it came with Emerald Hill Zone 1 and 2. I know that for sure. So, I mean, it's not the first, that's not gonna be the last. I just kind of wish that somebody would do it as well as Christian Whitehead managed to do it.
Yeah.
Because right now, even like the Crimson engine, it's pretty good, but it's still not 100%.
Yeah. And even just beyond the physics, like everything else in the Christian Whitehead ports, like the better special stages and the everything else, I feel like no other remake of like Sonic 1, 2, and 3 have captured it the way, or CD I guess, too, have captured it in that way.
I don't even care at this point, I just want to get past this boss and I keep bugging out of it. I'm sure chat hates me for it.
I think Sonic 3 Air is like really close to...
It's kind of weird how that works because it's like pseudo emulation almost.
Yeah, I know. And they somehow like made it widescreen with it not being a remake from the ground up. Because the physics are there, because it's like built on Sonic 3. It's weird, but yeah, so Sonic 3
I
Air
think
really
it might actually be working. They're not gonna let me get up there, are they? It does the emulation, but it does it in like the center, right? And because we know where the screen is, we could render more on the outside of it without it doing anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we overlay our stuff on top, and that's probably how it actually does it.
That's still kind of crazy, though.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely insane.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of wish that they would come out with like a remake of Sonic 3, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, I think Sonic 3 Air is the closest we're gonna get to that.
like, here's the thing: if Sega would just go, you know, they want the license, or sorry, if Sega would just tell us they want more money to license the music, we would raise the money. We would start a Kickstarter and just get it done, or they could start a Kickstarter or whatever.
It'd just be like Carnival Night and Ice Cap, or whatever they replaced in the Sonic and Knuckles collection. Like, I don't think... Obviously, there'd be some upset about it, but I'd rather have a port of Sonic 3 with, like, 3 or 4 tracks changed than no port at all.
Yeah, and then I don't think Bill Buster, or whatever his name is, right? Who is probably the holdout. Really cares as long as he's getting paid.
Yeah.
It's not like he goes, oh, I don't want to hear anybody hear this music ever again. That's probably not it. He probably just wants to get paid just like everybody else.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. Just Sega, talk to him, tell us, and we'll pay him. You don't even have to pay him.
I mean, I feel like there's definitely been enough, and they've made enough, like, retro consoles at this point with AT games and now the Genesis Mini that I feel like they definitely at some point had to have tried to get in contact with that and work it out, and then it just never ended up working out. Because it's not like they'd release all these. Because even with Genesis...
yeah, it's kind of weird though. Because even with the ROMs, they're not including the ROMs in anything anymore.
Yeah. And yet, they still sell it on Steam.
Yeah, but even then, the Sonic Genesis collection for PS4 and whatever doesn't have Sonic 3 on it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird.
There's like no collections that have Sonic 3 on it besides Sonic Jam. And also, they do have to pay royalties. Someone in chat said this. I forgot who. They have to pay royalties when they do Sonic 1 music. I'm not sure about Sonic 2, but I know Sonic 1. They have to pay royalties anytime they use it. So, it's not like that's... I don't know.
They probably just want too much, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Because here's the thing, too, is if they did Sonic 3 remastered, and they were like, it has the PC music, we could just mod it in.
Yeah.
So, like, that's fine. If that's something that they wants to do on the DL, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Or if they want to go, oh, let's just do a DLC pack with the music. It costs $5 and we'll pay for it that way. We'll do it that way.
Well, I don't
I'm sure
think the
people
DLC...
would be willing to pay for that music for like an extra $5.
I don't know if the DLC thing would be a great idea, because people who don't fully understand the situation might not react super good to that. Because having like a $5 DLC to update some music tracks, I feel like that might not go over too well. Because people don't understand, like, you have to pay for the music, you know?
Wow, everybody's slamming slaps.
Yeah.
Insane.
It's like, I never understood why people got so mad at the Supersonic DLC being paid. Like, it was free for a month, and then it was literally just $1. And yeah, the DLC sucked.
I mean, well, here's the thing, too. It's like, after credit card processing fees and whatever else, how much money were they actually making off that DLC?
Probably not that much. That's probably
like only 30 cents, depending on the store. So why bother?
Because, I don't know, they want more money, like, companies, but, like, I don't get why people were so upset about that. Like, the main reason I heard was, well, Supersonic has been free in every other game, why not this one? The Chaos Emeralds have no part in Sonic Forces, and Sonic Forces is a different game than other Sonic games, so just because Supersonic's been free in other Sonic games, doesn't mean it can't be, like, cheap DLC for them to try and make a quick buck off. I don't know. I feel like they might have been trying to do it to like make up for some of Forces probably not selling well, even if they didn't get that much from it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is kind of stupid that to have to pay for Supersonic, but that doesn't seem like a good precedent to set.
I see where you're coming from, but also I don't think it's like a huge deal like people were making it out to be.
Okay, I'm turning off Slap chat. You guys are being horrible at it.
And I mean, yeah, the DLC did suck. It was like a song for classic Super Sonic, basically, and then it was just like a model swap, and they changed the color of the boost bar, and that's literally it.
Well, and considering the code was probably there from, well, it is the same code from Generations.
Yeah.
Well, not Generations, but like Lost World, I believe it's the exact same code. So, I mean, there really wasn't a point to charging it. They just wanted to see if they could get away with it, and obviously they learned they couldn't.
Yeah.
Which is good that they actually listen to fans, because I'm sure if it was Activision, they would have been like, nope, it's $5, bitch.
Yeah. And, I mean, obviously there is better DLC they could have made, like for, you know, actual levels or something, but nope.
Hopefully the next one, whatever they come out with next, will be better.
Yeah, I just want them to make something good, man. Like Forces was alright. I don't know. It's disappointing seeing how...
You guys stop spawning ring boxes and give me some rings. We'll see what they come up with next, I guess.
Yeah. Like,
Finally.
if you look at it, like, from an objective standpoint, Mania isn't anything, like, super special beyond all the, like, fan service and stuff. It's really just, like, another classic Sonic game, done really well, mind you, because the level design is great. But, like, at this point, there's a lot... It's... Pretty much anybody has the tools to make their own, like, classic Sonic game if they're willing to put in the time. There's so many engines out there and stuff, so it's nothing, like, groundbreaking or exceptional, but it's good and it's fun and it's cool, and that's literally all I would want out of a Sonic game, but they kind of are even failing to do that. That's my rant about Sonic Team.
I don't know, I just hope that whatever they do next, they don't throw away the systems that they made. Like, the Avatar system is pretty cool. It'd be nice to see that iterated for, like, 3 games.
Yeah. Well, also, I do think that Avatar... actually, I don't know.
Well,
I
like,
think
imagine if
Avatar
they carried over, like, they were like, okay, well, we have all these items, let's just carry them over to the next game. And then now that we have time, let's make another 50.
Yeah.
And then they did that 2 more times.
I feel like maybe for the next... I don't know. I don't know how they could use the Avatar creation system without it feeling like a Sonic Forces 2, basically. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think they could, just like the Wisps. I mean...
God, you know what the thing I do not want the most, I will be so mad if classic Sonic is in another modern Sonic game.
No, that needs to not happen.
I will be so mad. Just, okay, it was fine for Generations.
We're gonna lose our shit.
I am literally going to. Oh my god. That makes... It was fine in Generations, but just the fact that there are, like, canonically 2 different Sonics is just so, like... Such a stupid thing to have.
Well, there's like 3 now, because now that one's from another dimension. What the one from Generations was from
cannot believe
his past.
They actually, yeah, it's ridiculous. I just want Sonic to like run around and be fun and be cool again, but
I don't know. I'd like if Tails got some character development. Like the stories in these games could be better.
yes, I agree. I think
like I know that Sonic needs to be like clean slate every time, and they don't want to do anything with him. That doesn't mean that the side characters couldn't get some development.
I would agree with that. I think that having like a better story like that, like the adventure games, except like actually conveyed and told better than the adventure games, could be really cool. But before that, I'd probably definitely prefer they like get the gameplay down and just make it feel cool. Like Sonic Rush, you feel cool when you're playing that, right? because you're like doing tricks, you're running fast, the music's good. That's why I like Sonic Rush. I don't know.
Rush was right.
Yeah. So, this is actually just me begging for another Sonic Rush game.
Actually, just
I
wait
think-
for that spring to expire and take the bug out of it.
Definitely the style of music they set in Sonic Rush Adventure is what they should go with in like modern Sonic games and stuff, because I love the way that game sounds.
Well, you could definitely do... Oh great, Big isn't compatible with that. They could definitely do more styles of games, but they're just not doing it.
Yeah. I don't know. Would you prefer a more like speed platformer Sonic like in Forces, or a more exploration one like in Adventure?
Well, here's the thing. I don't really like Generations, but I like Forces. So even though that's the same kind of level design, it isn't. Like, I feel like I have to work really hard to get through a Generations level where I don't get that much with Forces.
I mean, yeah, that's because Forces levels are like easier in general, you know?
Somebody they just need a game for old farts like me, I guess. But yeah, Sonic Generation was never my favorite 3D Sonic game.
Yeah, I don't think Generations is like the great return to form that everybody praised it to be, and the writing is... I hate it. I do not like the writing in Generations. But other than that, I mean, the game's fun to play. The story is alright.
Well, I mean, it's better than Heroes.
Like, story-wise?
Well, I mean, like the writing.
With what once again, I've never actually played Heroes, but I have watched, like, cutscenes and I know about it. And, like, the, like, more lighthearted story it takes on, where it's like, yeah, they're just going to take down Metal Sonic. I think that's what they should try and do to kind of get their footing back before they try and do bigger stories like Adventure 2. I don't know. There's just, the thing is, there's so many different things that people want from Sonic now, like this discussion we're having, like gameplay, story, what kind of story, like a more lighthearted one, because that works for Sonic, but then also a lot of people like Adventure 2, where it was like a more serious story.
Well,
It's
here's
just-
the thing, wasn't... I'm gonna have to just debug out of this, so I can just stop. What was it? Sonic Boom. Wasn't that supposed to be more serious with an actual story, but they just didn't have a story at all?
Yeah, Sonic Boom was supposed to be, like, good, but then they were like, haha, we are moving your game to the Wii U.
Well, I would think that even if they did move to the Wii U, that it wouldn't kill the, that wouldn't change the story completely. But it seemed like
Well-
the lyric just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I think that the hardware jump definitely made it a lot more difficult for them to, like, tell the story and add the polish they had planned. Because, you know, they were busy, like, downgrading their game a whole bunch and trying to make sure everything worked. And then also they had, like, the crazy deadlines, and they really just got screwed over with that one.
I don't know, I think it'd just be nice to see a kind of serious Sonic game at least. Even if it's not, like, continuity-wise in line with anything.
Yeah. There's so many things they could do to make a good Sonic game. Like, they could just make, like, a more Sonic Colors style without the bad writing from Colors. I don't like the writing in Colors either. They could go with, like, a more lighthearted story. Oh my gosh, he has amusement park, let's go take down. Oh my gosh, cool wisps, fun gameplay, good times. Or they could go with, like, a Sonic Adventure 2 story. They could have, like, exploration things. So it's just, it appalls me how they keep not doing it really that great, because there are so many things that they could do at this point and have it be at least enjoyable.
Ah, chat screwed me really bad on that one.
There are a lot of egg boxes.
Yep, that is for damn sure. Chat, why are you doing this to me? Okay, so that happened.
Oh my gosh, that is insane. There's a lot of things on screen right now. Alright, well, much like Tetra, I have also been procrastinating, so I think I'm gonna go.
I think I'm gonna call it too, guys. Thanks for coming by the chat. We'll probably do this again maybe next week. This has been Codename Gamma and really Bob.
Hey.
Don't forget to check us out on Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. We will see you guys later.
See you, chat.